Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Bob Ross and the Art of Guitar. It has been a while, but I'm back, and in today's episode, what I want to talk about is getting past the patterns, the shapes of the scales, the practice of it, the mundane practice, and trying to actually make some music out of it. And this is a concept that I use with my students in their lessons. And before we get started, I want you to make sure, leave a comment below on some of the ways that you've worked on your scales. Or leave a comment below and letting me know if you would like to see a video of me going past this and getting more involved on the topic, because I'm actually thinking about doing that on musiclessons.com and making a lesson on this as well. But also, before I go any further, make sure that you check the links down below, because you'll find some links to mymusiclessons.com videos and a multitude of other things, so check that out. Alright, so let's talk about some of the things that we usually do when it comes to working on scales and how to get past some of the things that we usually do. Here's the test that I like to use. So, if any of you guys watch my videos, you know that I do the 5 shapes approach to seeing the fretboard. So let's say, just for the sake of changing it up, I'm going to go into the key of D. So let's say I'm in the key of D and I'm going to start on shape 5. If you have no idea what I'm talking about there, then like I said, the video links for musiclessons.com, I have a video on the 5 shapes. But let's say key of D, shape 5. Let's say you can run that, and you've got it down. You can run it up and down at a moderate tempo, fast tempo. You're feeling pretty confident with it. All right? No questions. You got it. And let's say you can also do some patterns. Right? Let's say you can run an ascending form of that, or a descending form. Let's say you got that down. Let's say you can alter that, like doing ascending and descending. You got that. You can do some thirds. And let's say you could also do some fourths. You've got that down too. Well, that's all great. And that's one step into getting through and really developing a technique, the coordination between the hands, and seeing this pattern for what it is. And don't forget, you have 4 other areas that you can do it in as well. But let me ask you something now. Can you do anything else with it? How well do you really know it? So let's say I propose an idea. Alright? Now I got a freeze pedal here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a chord. This is a chord that I like, where it's a D major 7 over the 5th. So I got that chord holding out. So, can you take that scale and do more with it? Can you come up with some melodic ideas, some material? Can you skip around through the notes? Right? Maybe I threw in a couple chromatic notes in there as well. You get the idea? See what I'm saying? It's a matter of, can you create something that is also melodic with it? What I found is that over the years of teaching, and even for myself, is that I have encountered over and over this ability to play these shapes, these scales, the patterns up and down. And even though we can change the rhythmic component of it, we can make it so you're doing quarter notes or eighth notes, or maybe putting rest in there, or doing like 5/1, 5/2, like polyrhythmic things. Any of this kind of stuff, that's great. But outside of the exercise component of that, can you take it and just play around with that, scale and come up with something? Because that's really what you want to do, is create music with these scales, right? Now, I understand it's a technical thing that you're trying to work out in the beginning, and I encourage you to run through these if you don't know them very well, if you don't know your scales, to go through and actually run through your arpeggios, get to know it really well, but you have to make some time to actually use these in a musical way. That way, it's something that you can use as a tool to express yourself in a musical setting. Once again, guys, thanks again for watching, and please leave a comment down below to let me know if you found this helpful or if you've done a similar thing, or maybe you have an approach that you like to use for yourself or with students that you might have as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, check the links below, and I hope to see you guys soon.